Hey guys, welcome back. Okay, in this episode, before we start, I want to take a little bit of a detour and show you guys presets. Because at this point in the installation process, you can use them. And if you want to grab a pre-created character rather than trying to build your own, it's kind of a useful thing to know about. So here's how this works. I'm sitting at Google, and I'm sitting here for a reason. I'm going to type in Skyrim slot files, okay, because that's what we're after here. You're going to end up with some stuff. The one that seems to be the best bet, as far as I can tell, is this one right here, which is a link to Lover's Lab. I have to warn you guys that Lover's Lab, it's a repository of Skyrim mods that are more adult-oriented, okay? This is where you're going to get your sex lab and nude mods and things like that. Okay, it does have some pornographic advertisements on it, so if that kind of thing bugs you, then I would definitely not go here. I don't know, there may be other places to get slot files. I'm sure there probably are. You'll have to hunt around for them. If you go to this link, and I gotta be careful what I show here, I don't want to show any nudity, but you'll come to this thread on a forum, okay, where people are sharing their slot files. Now, so you can pull these open and look at people's various characters. Like, she's very pretty, and as is she. It's very nice. And you'll see a list of, you should see, hopefully, somewhere, a list of mods used to create that character. In this case, UNP, hairdos, etc., etc. So for the purposes of this, I don't know if we have all these installed, to be honest. I know we have Eyes of Beauty. I don't think we have Seasons of Skyrim, so it may not come out exactly right, but I just want to show you exactly how to do this. So I'm going to go ahead and grab this one, because I know we have race menu, but I'm not sure if we have ECE installed or not. I'm not 100% positive. So anyway, okay, so let's go ahead and grab this file. Now I should say, guys, before we grab it, you got to have an account to download files from this site. So you'll have to sign up for an account in order to download this file. So I'm going to download this Nord, and let's pop it open and see what we got. Not like that. Folder, there we go. And let's open with 7-zip. Okay, so we got a 49 slot. So that's a slot file, and that's that character. Now, what do we do with it? So if you go to your mod organizer, and you go into your mods, and you go to race menu, down in here somewhere, there it is, and you go into SKSE, I think, plugins, CareGen, presets. So I'm going to take this file, this Nord 49, and I'm going to pull her down into presets. You can see I've got a few, I got a 7-zip, that's not what I want. Sorry, I went from the wrong place. We want to go from the 7-zip, the slot. We want the slot file into here. That's what we're after. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and rename this. I'm just going to name it 3 slot, because I've already had 0, 1, and 2 loaded in. So there you go. Now, if you don't have this folder, and you might not, create it just like this. Race menu, SKSE, plugins, CareGen, presets. That's the folder that you want. Okay. Let's go back. There. That's the folder that you want. Okay, and you can just create it manually if you need to, and then put those slots in there, and then close that down. And then close that down. Now let's go back into Mod Organizer, and I'm going to run SKSE so that you guys can see this. Okay, guys. So here we are in our usual spot. So if you see, we got our normal character that I made. She seems very unhappy. So I'm going to bring up the console and do this by hitting the tilde key, and then I'm going to type in show race menu. That's going to bring me to the race menu. Okay. Now you can also do this from the character creation screen when the game first starts. It doesn't really matter, but either way, go to presets. Oh, you gotta get rid of the console first. I'll hit the tilde key again. Then I'll go to presets. I'm gonna hit F5. Sorry, I'm gonna hit F9 to load the preset. So you see we've got our slots here. So let's let's try that slot 3. Okay, so you can see, gang, as I scroll through the slots, this first slot, slot 0, I'm missing a hair mod. It shows you right here which mods you have available. So you've got several missing mods here, but this one actually I've got all the mods apparently. So, hey, great. So let's go ahead and look. There you go. And there she is. Pretty good actually. I like that build. It's kind of nice. So when you're done, just hit R, and we can hit OK and accept the name, and there you go. I've just loaded in. She looks angry. So without the lighting, she looks a little bit mad. But okay. But yeah. And that also changes the body. So like, you know, again, if I were to take off her armor, which I probably shouldn't do at this point. Let's see. I can show from the back maybe. So there you go. I mean, you know, it shows her. It brings her body over as well, so that shows that. So I mean, there you go, guys. I just wanted to show you guys how to do a preset. If you guys wanted to go grab a character from the preset stuff, Lover's Lab is one place to get them. I'm sure they exist other places. They may exist somewhere on Nexus. I don't really know for sure. Lover's Lab is really the only common place that I've seen them. Which is why I went there, because it wouldn't be my first preference to show you guys a vaguely pornographic site. But, you know, that's where they are. I mean, that's where the adult mods are. And some of these mods that are required to build these kind of presets are actually adult mods. Like the nude mod like we have, for example. So, yeah. So, sometimes Nexus gets a little bit squeamish about those sort of things, so, but you may be able to find them on there. Anyway, I wanted to show you that, so let's get out of here. I'm actually going to save this because I like it. We'll do a new save and quit. I may use that character. It's actually a pretty good looking character. Okay, so now that I've wasted half of our time going over how to do a slot file, let's try to get some mods installed whilst we're here. Let's go ahead and close Lover's Lab. Alright, what was the last thing we installed? I forget. Realistic room and Immersive Citizens AI Overhaul. That's where we were at. There, this one right here. So we're going to Immersive Patrols. Let's see if we can finish off the rest of these. I know we've lost most of our time already, but let's go ahead and go with Immersive Patrols. Version 2.03 DLC main aggressive. Hopefully these are pretty easy to install. DLC, you see main aggressive anywhere? Main unaggressive. Is that what they said? DLC main aggressive. DLC main. Okay, it doesn't say main. I hate when it's different than what he says. But I presume that's it. So okay, let's go ahead and grab that. And we'll go to downloads, and it's coming in. Go ahead and install that. Do a manual installation. Okay, so there's no full mod here. There's no special instructions, so let's just go ahead and install. Oh, there is one other thing I wanted to go over, guys. I'll try to get it at the end. Alright, let's turn that on. Remember, we got to keep this on the bottom, so we'll put this down here. And there you go. Immersive Patrols. Okay, let's go to the next one. OBIS, Organized Bandits in Skyrim. So we got an optional file, so let's go ahead and go look it up. 2.02 main file plus update. So, files. 2.2 main file, that's got to be this one. Plus update. It's going to be that one. And we're going to need an optional OBIS. Remove the message. Bandits seem more common. remove the bandits, remove the message. Bandits seem more common now, version 2.0. That's got to be it right there. Okay, we'll grab this. Okay. All right. So this is an update for Bandits, and this is going to take a while to come in. So let's go ahead and let that come in. Okay, guys. So the file has come in. Let's go ahead and do a manual installation. We'll set the data directory. We do not want the docs folder. Let's see here. We were here. Do not install the follow docs folder from the main file. So there you go. That's what we want. Let's go ahead and install that. It's probably going to take a minute. Okay, so there you go. All right, let's go ahead and install the patch before we do anything else. We'll go ahead and set this as the data directory. There we go. We'll just go ahead and merge. I'm just going to ask me. I'm going to merge them together. And there we go. We'll do the same one for this one. We'll set the data directory. And we'll just go ahead and merge. I'm not going to bother to keep these separate. I don't think there's any reason. Okay, come on. Thank you. All right, let's turn that on. And there you go. Looks good. Okay, guys, let's continue on. Respectful Guard Animations by Dream 1.5. Respectful Guard Animations patch for guard dialogue overall optional. That doesn't seem straightforward. Okay, let's go see what we're looking at here. See if we can decipher what he's talking about here. Well, there doesn't seem to be much, huh? This looks like it. Use this version if you also use guard dialogue overhaul. Okay, so that's the reason. So there you go. Let's go ahead and download that. It looks like it's the same size, so I'm not going to bother with the main file. I don't think we need it. Install that. Set the data directory. And hit OK. And turn that on. Okay. Let's see here. What did I do with my realistic? Let's get that down to the bottom before I forget. Okay. Oh, we got a loot meta update. Guard dialogue overhaul ESP. Let's copy that. So guard animations GDO ESP. Guard animations GDO ESP. Let's go ahead and run loot on that. And down to the bottom. There it is. I'm going to go ahead and pop this open, edit the metadata, load after, add a lot. Hey, stay still. And we'll paste in my guard dialogue overhaul and hit OK. And we'll do a sort. And there you go. We'll apply that. Guard dialogue overhaul. So respectful guard animation should be down in here somewhere. Ah, there it is. Wait. Guard animations GDO. Guard dialogue overhaul. Yep, there you go. Everything's loading the way it's supposed to. Let's close that down. Very nice. Okay, let's continue on. I think we got it. Nothing else to do. So let's go ahead and go with wet and cold version 2.02. Files. And there you go. Continue. Close that. And we'll let this load in, guys. Okay, it's come in. Let's go ahead and install. And we got our FOMOD. So let's grab that. All right, so we got wet and cold. We need ashes, fur cloaks, and modded children hat meshes. Everything except for this. We're not going to do this. But everything else. So let's go ahead and install. All right. And turn that on. And we're got a couple of ESPs. Let's go ahead and grab realistic windfall. Keep that at the bottom. Got to remember to do that every time. Don't let me forget. Okay, guys, let's go ahead. Yeah, actually, before we do that, let's go ahead and run loot first. Let's do that first of all. There's one other thing I want to do before we wrap this up, just to clean things up a little bit. But first, let's run loot. Come on, loot, where are you at? What are you doing? Okay, let's go ahead and sort the plugins. There you go. Apply that. And we can close that out. Okay, very good. One other thing I want to do before we go. I want to deal with the Overwrite folder just for a minute. This should be empty. That's an empty folder. We can get rid of that. But we got some stuff in the SKSA plugin folder. Now we are going to clean up the Overwrite folder at the end of the guide, but these things in here don't necessarily need to be in here. What's going to happen is we're going to take everything that's in here and put it into its own mod, kind of create our own mod out of it, and it's actually going to exist over here. Then we're going to turn it on, and it's going to be this whole mod thing. But these things, I mean, they'll work just fine if we do that. There's no reason why they can't be where they are, but I'm kind of interested in moving them over. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the mod organizer, and I'm going to go to the Overwrite folder. Let's pop open mods as well. Let's close that up. There we go. And I'm going to go to SKSE, plugins, Smart Souls. So let's go up to Smart Souls, and let's pop open SKSE plugins. I'm going to grab this and put it in the same folder that it's in, just in Smart Souls. There you go. You should have this file in the Overwrite folder. If you don't, run the game with Smart Souls active, and it'll pop it in. If you want to take a look at it, it's just a simple file, but it really should go in Smart Souls. That's where I'm going to stick it. That's a recommendation from the actual, not the guide we're doing, which is the Skyrim Revisited, but it's from the step guide, and it was pointed out to me that they recommend you move it, and it doesn't, again, you can move it, you don't have to move it. It's not going to hurt anything to leave it where it is and have it go into a mod of its own, but it kind of makes sense for them to live where they start out. So this one's the HDT physics extension, which is going to be here. SKSE plugins. I'm going to go grab this log and stick it in here. Yeah, there it is. The log file. I honestly don't know if that's going to stay in there or if it's going to stick it back out in the Overwrite folder. So now, guys, if you look in here, all these folders are empty. So you can, if you want, delete those folders out. There's no reason to have them. And there you go. So let's see here. What is my error here? Nope, no errors. It's the first time we haven't had errors in a long time. Again, not entirely necessary that you have to do that, but it's a good, it's a good idea. I mean, why not, right? They really should live where they originate from. Okay, guys, so let's go ahead and run SKSE. For one thing, I want to see if that file ends up back in the Overwrite folder again, but for another, let's just make sure everything's working the way it's supposed to. Okay guys, looks like it's working. I did get sort of an error message at the top. I'll check into that and see what that's all about. Hopefully I didn't screw something up when I moved those files. Could be that I did. Well, it had to do with, here, let's go into mod configuration. No, we don't have a mod. We don't have a configuration for it. I wonder. It had to do with organized bandits. The Overwrite folder is still blank. I'm going to run one more time. Okay guys, so I've got the error message. Let's see here. Yeah, I thought there was a way to pull up recent messages, but I'm not sure if there is. Some lag. Yeah, something seems unhappy. I'll check in to see what that error message is, and let you guys know. So for right now, I mean, it's loading, but I've got a feeling that the Bandits thing is not working right. We've got an error, so we'll check it out. It might be a configuration problem, because we haven't done really any configuration of the mods at all, so it may just be that. There's some things at the end of the guide that says, it has to do with mods working that, we're not going to get to the end of the guide, so who even knows. Alright, let's quit out of here. So far so good. Okay guys, I'm going to stop real quick. Just a heads up, I am probably not going to be posting a Skyrim video next weekend. This one's going to be late. I'm hoping to get this up by Tuesday, because if I don't get it up by Tuesday, I'm not even sure when it's going to go up, because starting Wednesday is my move, and I am going to be overwhelmed busy. Starting Wednesday, going all the way probably into next week. I'm going to be tearing down my equipment on Saturday probably, and it probably won't get set back up until Sunday at the new place. And who knows how long it's going to take me to unpack boxes and move furniture and stuff. So there won't be a set of episodes next weekend, but hopefully sometime maybe the weekend after that, we should be back up and running. There will also be no game episodes this week. I'm not really sure about next week. It's the whole move thing. It's going to be very, very busy for me, especially this next weekend. So a bit of a wait till the next episode, but hopefully not too bad, about a week and a half. All right, guys. So just to let you guys know. All right, we'll stop here, and I'll see you guys in the next one. So thanks a lot.